there's sort of three areas where Twitter seems to be integrating well into the media industry, and that's on the journalism front, on the news consumer front, and on the newsmaker front themselves. So in terms of journalism, you know, I'm hearing that newsrooms across the country have Twitter up on their screens because journalists are curating their trusted sources, they're following their interests, they're following their beat, they're using Twitter to do their job. They're also sending out links on their own personal Twitter accounts to say, like, hey, here's my article, so people will read it. And then that brings you to the news consumer who's following their favorite reporters, their favorite journalists, and getting a kind of an experience that they never would have been able to have before, an open experience, a transparent experience, being able to watch as a story is developing, get incremental updates about that story, and then finally read that story in its entirety. And I think that's very exciting for many of us who follow the news. We get sort of we get to be part of it and see it from the inside a little bit. And then finally, the newsmakers themselves, you know, the politicians, the celebrities, the people who traditionally their information would be filtered through newspapers or television, are using Twitter to get their messages straight out to the public, for better or for worse in many cases. And then in some cases you actually have the journalists interacting with the newsmakers, and then the universe is just imploding on itself.